Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 812. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to click on that link on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera to shoot the breeze, share some information, or promote yourself. Any of that would be super great. It would also be super great if you could share this out so that more people here in Durham can find out what's happening. So let's get started. Let me move my keyboard. And we're going to start out with the word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page. Lots of great programs and services being offered by local nonprofits. And also, William is here. William M. Andrews is saying, good afternoon from Durham, NC. Good afternoon, William. Happy to have you here as always. And it's a beautiful day in the Bull City, and it is indeed. In fact, the weather feels like it's perfect. I'm really enjoying today's weather already. Thank you, William, and welcome. Okay, so the word page has programs and services that can help. So go up and down the page if you're looking for help, see what you can sign up for. Also, if you're looking to help, if you want to be a volunteer, and of course you can do both, because a lot of volunteers are actually people who are in need, who want to give back because they've received help. So either one, you can use the word page for both, to find help and to volunteer somewhere. All righty, let's see. So I do have classes that are being offered by the American Red Cross where you can save lives. You can learn how to do first aid. And they also have like babysitting. In fact, the next babysitting class, and they only offer it once a month, and it's an in-person class. So it's really great for young people who want to make money babysitting. And also for, I would say, it would be a good idea for a lot of young people, children, teenagers to learn the first aid that you learn in the babysitter's class, just because you might have younger siblings. You might want to, just be confident knowing that you can help if something happens. So the next training will be Saturday, August 23rd. So that's like a week away. Let's see, today's the 12th. Yeah, so that's next Saturday. So I'm just reminding you, just in case, and it costs $99. That's a good price for learning how to save lives and knowing that, again, to have the inner confidence, knowing that you can help if something happens. All righty, now, I'm just scrolling down here. So with tomorrow being Wednesday, you can let the city know if you want to see if you can fill this vacancy on the Durham Historic Preservation Committee. So you can click on the word page, go to durhamskywriter.com, go up to the word page, scroll down, you'll see the calendar where it says City of Durham, and then you'll see what I'm talking about. You can click for more information. If you're still interested, then let the city know by end of day tomorrow that you want to see if you can fill that spot on the Durham Historic Preservation Committee. All righty, let's see. Now the libraries, the Durham County libraries, are open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6, and then they reopen tomorrow at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens tomorrow at 10. Okay, there's so much on this page. I really invite you to scroll up and down when you have time. So what I'm checking for now is Durham Tech Small Business Center for those who want to run businesses or you want to improve your business, the business that you currently have. So let me scroll down to that. There it is. Boy, it took a while, didn't it? So today is the 12th. Oh, here's the class that starts at 1 o'clock. You might want to check this one out. It is called Budgeting and Cash Flow. And Malachi is saying, I'm at the library right now. See, there you go. How are you watching a video at the library? But anyway, okay, Malachi, thumbs up. And thanks for that's real dedication, watching Bull City Hangout while at the library. Thank you, Malachi. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. So this class is budgeting and cash flow. Now these classes are virtual, so you can watch in the comfort of your own home. They're live. That means you can ask questions, which is really great. So that again is going to be from 1 until 3. So it's going to be an intense class. Here's another class from 6 until 7:30, Guide to Gen Z for the small business owner. I can't remember what age group is Gen Z, but anyway, okay, if you're in Gen Z, um, I guess that you have uh, special talents or special something special about Gen Z. So apparently they figured it out. So if you want to be a small business owner and you're from Gen Z, yeah, you might want to check out the class from 6 until 7:30. And here's one more class. This one is from 6 until 7:30 also. AI local business literacy. And of course, that's artificial intelligence. So if you can learn how to use AI in a really good way to increase the presence of people on your website, to make you more discoverable online, and if you're running a shop, how to use AI, I guess, in maybe to make posters, wording for ads, wording for, a lot of people, they like your story. They want to hear why you started the business. So maybe you can use AI to help you write a bio so you can express why you're interested in whatever area it is that you're in terms of your business to draw more people to you and your website and your store. Oh, thank you, Malachi. This is not, let me write that down. Reality Ministries. And I met a lady from there at a meeting. That was years ago. That was pre COVID. Thank you for reminding me about the existence of Reality Ministries. So, community worship, let me write that down. Let me put this in the Skywriter for sure. So that's today from 6 until 7:30. Thank you, Malachi. I'm going to add that to the Skywriter, and that means that I will be, now that I'm reminded about Reality Ministries, I will list them more often in the Durham Skywriter. Thanks again. Malachi is always coming to the rescue. Thank you, Malachi. All right, and I think that's it for the classes because tomorrow there's a class online. These are offered across the state, by the way. They're not necessarily run by Durham Tech. But let's see. So, tomorrow, early afternoon at 2, there's going to be a class called Legal Considerations for Franchising or Buying a Franchise, Trademarks, and Copywriting. Very important. So, that's going to be tomorrow from 2 until 3:30. So, you can sign up in advance for that one. And while I'm here, let's check with SCORE and see what's going on with the Service Corps of Retired Executives. Let's see what's going on there. Let's see, SCORE, there we are. So, let's see, their next class. Oh, it's going on right now. I did mention this yesterday. That's right. Yeah, sales versus marketing, how to build your strategic growth playbook. So that's going on right now. And their next class is Thursday at 1, QuickBooks for the novice, setting up your first account. So I'll remind you about that tomorrow during tomorrow's show. Okay, let's go to the health page, to your health. And you know what? I spoke with, wait, let me find it first so I don't want to be distracted while talking to you. Let me click onto your health. Okay, so I actually called the Durham County Department of Public Health, the immunization department. And I called them yesterday because it's been brought to my attention that there's a new strand of COVID-19 going on. I know someone who's just now getting over COVID, and I was thinking, is it still here? I mean, I've been saying it all along, it's still here, but yeah, it really is still here. So the new strain is nasty, from what I understand. So knowing that my friends in Chicago, they were saying that that they got the new vaccination for the new strand of COVID. So I called public health here in Durham, and I asked, can I get this new vaccination? They said we don't have it yet here in Durham. We might not get it until like a couple of months. It might take a couple of months. So all I have to say is, I'm not going to tell you what to do. People are already sick of the masks. They don't want to hear the word mask ever again in their whole life, I'm sure. I'm just saying that the new strand is bad, and that maybe if you plan to be in an enclosed space with people of various ages, you might want to have a mask ready. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And I will let you know when the new vaccination, the new booster, whatever they're going to call it, when it's available. I will let you know because I'm going to be first in line. Just saying. Okay, let's check for, let's see. Oh, wait a minute. NAMI Durham has a meeting tonight. So, NAMI, that's the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So, NAMI Durham, they're going to have the NAMI Connection Recovery Support Group. It's a free, peer led support group. You have to be at least age 18, living with a mental illness. So, they meet together, they talk about this is online. So they meet at 7:30. It's online from 7:30 until 9. So basically, you're talking about your challenges, um, your uh, your successes, your questions. Even though it is peer led, someone from NAMI is there, of course, because somebody has to be there to answer questions and to give support and information. And so Malachi is saying, uh, "Oh, wait a minute! It's Thursday, August 26th. So she's correcting herself. She said Tuesday, but it's Thursday. Okay, Thursday, August. Thank you, Malachi. I really appreciate the correction because, oh, wait a minute. She's saying third. Oh, the 14th. Okay, let me change that. Thursday, August 14th. Thank you, Malachi. I really, really appreciate that. She always has great information. I really, really love that because that's what the Skywriter is all about: information and helping it. Us helping each other. Okay, so this meeting's on Zoom of the NAMI Connection Recovery Support Group. So that's going to be tonight, 7:30. All right. Now let's check for the blood drive. Let's see if we can save lives by donating blood. Oh, speaking of donations, the Community Health Coalition, they're accepting of donations to help with their community flood relief drive for those who got flooded out due to Tropical Storm Chantel. So they're accepting all kinds of things: bottled water, toiletries, cleaning supplies, towels and blankets, baby supplies, anything else that you can think of to help. You can drop off your donations on weekdays between 8 and 4. The Community Health Coalition is located at 308 Crutchfield Street. And if that doesn't sound familiar to you, that's the street just north of Durham Duke Regional Hospital. It's like right there in the shadow of the hospital. Okay, now let's see if there are any blood drives where you can save lives. Let's see. Oh, yeah, today, the American Red Cross. They're going to be at Rose of Sharon Baptist Church, 4109 Guest Road, from 2:30 until 7, and that's today. And then tomorrow, they'll be at the BC Solera and Tap Room. I wonder if BC's Bull City, probably. Solera and Tap Room, 4120 University Drive, from 1 until 6. It says here to look for the bus. And let's check with Blood Connection because they do the same thing. Yes, Blood Connection, they're already at the Durham County Courthouse, 510 South Dillard Street. Look for the bus. And they will be there until 2 tomorrow. Wait, 2 today. Yeah, 2 today. And then tomorrow they'll be at Greystone Church, and that's from 3 until 7. Now, right now, help is open. The Health Equipment Loan Program, they're open right now until 2 o'clock. They're located at 4206 North Roxborough Street. And what they do is they accept donations of things like strollers. And I say strollers, I mean at the senior citizens use, the walkers. Some have wheels, some use tennis balls, and some have actual wheels, and some have seats, wheelchairs, tub transfer benches, canes, that sort of thing. And then they disinfect them, and then not the senior citizens, the items that are donated, and then they lend them out for 90 days at a time. So that's really awesome. Thank you, Malachi. Love you, my friend. Definitely, definitely. Thank you, and I feel the same way. Thank you, Malachi. So helpful. So the health equipment program, they are open right now until 2. And again, 4206 North Roxborough Street. Now they're also open on Fridays. So they're open 2 days a week. Tuesdays 10 to 2, Fridays 1 to 5. So definitely check them out, especially if you need something like that, a walker or wheelchair. With it, you might say that's only 90 days though, but sometimes you only need something for 90 days, like maybe you just got out of the hospital. Some people rent this equipment. They actually pay money. They're renting this equipment for maybe an elderly person or someone who's injured is visiting for a couple of weeks over the summer or whatever, and you want to help them out by providing what they need. So they might be surprised, hey, where'd you get this wheelchair? This is very thoughtful of you. So there you go. All righty. And now we're going to, oh, wait. Let me go to the top of the page first and click on the health events button. See if there are any events happening today that I need to tell you about that are health related. Today's the 12th. Let's see. Yes. Okay, the breast and GYN cancer support group meeting is virtual. It's tonight, later on this afternoon, I should say, from 5:30 until 7. It's run by Duke, and you can click to register. Also happening this evening, the Younger Onset Support Group. They're also meeting this evening from 7 until 8:30. It's also run by Duke, and it's for people with early onset Alzheimer's. There's a form of Alzheimer's that can hit as young as age 40. So if you know someone in your family and you has that and you're trying to figure out what to do, how to help them, then definitely go to this meeting. You can call or send an email to Janelli McNeil. I have the information that you need right there. So you go to the health page, go to Your Health, and then at the top of the page, you'll see this blue button and it says Health Events. So click there, and then you'll see they're all arranged in chronological order, and you'll be able to easily find it and connect with Ms. McNeil so that you can attend this meeting. All righty. Let's go to the Senior Scope page and see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rixby Avenue, downtown. You enter through Hunt Street, through the parking lot. They've got all these nice free events for seniors, age 55 plus. And yeah, I can vouch for the fact that it's a great place to hang out. So let's see. When are we going to hang out for lunch? You know, it's really hard, Malachi, the fact that I'm working and the fact that lunchtime is spent doing Bull City Hangout. But let me know. Let's see. Hmm. Let me. I don't. I know you work. But let me know if you have days off during the week, and then maybe I could figure out, like, I can do Bull City Hangout. You know, like I could pre-record it, and then we could zip over to where'd you want to go, Chick-fil-A? Because I think isn't there one? It's not too far from your house. I think isn't it like near South Square? I think we could zip over there real quick. Yeah. So let me know if you are off one day during the week. Then let's do that. That'll be very nice. Okay. Alrighty. Now with today being Tuesday, let's see what's going on this afternoon at the Durham Center for Senior Life. So let's see. Pinochle from noon until 7. And that reminds me to let you know that the Durham Center for Senior Life, they're open late on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which is really great. If you're still working, 9 to 5 or whatever, you can always hop over to the Durham Center for Senior Life, get a quick workout in because they have the exercise room with all the, the equipment and the bouncy balls and all that. So just letting you know. So let's see what else is happening this afternoon. Afternoon bingo at 1, quilt making at 1, Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. Kings in the Corner, that's some kind of a card game also. That's from 2:30 until 7. DCSL band practice, yes, they have an actual band, and they practice at 3. So you might want to tiptoe in the theater, and if you want to hear some great music live, they probably won't kick you out. You can probably tiptoe in and watch the rehearsal. So you can do that. Hope you can do that. I'm not giving you permission. I'm just assuming that you can tiptoe in and do that. Fitness Center and Tech Lab, they're both open for drop-ins from 5 until 7:30. How about that? And then cardio and more at 5:30, and evening line dancing with Lafayette at 6:15, from 6:15 until 7:15. Okay, Thursday. Okay, let me check. I think Thursday might work. Yeah, okay. Gotcha. Lunch Thursday. You have my number. I have your number. We'll talk on the phone and we'll work it out. Okay, so Thursday it is. In fact, let me write that down. Thursday lunch, Malachi. There you go. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's see. So that is it for today. Now let's check what's happening tomorrow morning with it being Wednesday. Muscle pump at 8:40, French 1 class at 9, total body workout at 10, quick drawing class at 10, ping pong at 10, Hispanic Heritage Group, that's activities en Espanol, that's from 10 until 2, a Spanish level 2 class at 1. Now, let me check for the special events. Today is the 12th. Let's see. Okay, so the special events for today actually happened this morning. So tomorrow, Staying Connected, Internet and Email for Beginners class, part 3, the last of the series. That's going to be tomorrow from 9:30 until 11 in the computer lab. So it's part 3, but if you know a tiny bit about the internet and email, but you want to learn more, why not tiptoe in? Because it's free, so why not? Why not? Also happening tomorrow from 1 until 2, the Minor Solution, they offer free notary services in Office 16. So let me see, do you have to sign up for that? Office 216. So you do have to call and register. So the number is 919-688-8247, extension 103. So you can call and make an appointment. Sometimes you need items, things to be notarized, like what's notarized? Let's see. I guess rent. Like when you're signing a document for rent, and I think things having to do with insurance. I think wills have to be notarized. Trusts have to be notarized. Things like that. So if you can think of it, and also just a heads up, if tomorrow's not a good day, just know that at most funeral homes, they have a notary on staff. So, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty much all of the nursing homes, all of the funeral services, because I think when you do business with the funeral home, you're dealing with insurance, you're dealing with documents having to do with death. I don't remember. It's been a while, but yeah. So they almost always have someone on staff that's a notary. Just to let you know. Okay, I'm Malachi. Yeah, like I said, we have each other's numbers, and it's Thursday, so we'll call each other probably because you're probably busy right now. So yeah, tomorrow we'll talk tomorrow for sure. Call tomorrow. Okay. All righty. I think was that it. Yeah, that's it. So now we're going to go. Oh, wait a minute. I do want to mention for those who live in Northern Durham that there is a spinoff of the Durham Center for Senior Life, and it is called the Little River Senior Center. It's in a former school at 8305 North Roxborough Road in Bahama. So they have daily activities, not as many as the center downtown because it's so huge downtown, but from about 8:30 until 2 or so, they have activities just about every day. They have a couple of classes that they don't have downtown, like guitar lessons. So that's pretty cool. They also have free lunch starting at 11:30. They also have access to the gym. So you can take your basketball and you can just have at it. You can just play basketball all you want. You have to be a senior though. Okay. Alrighty. So that again is 8305 North Roxborough Road in Bahama. And they've got plenty of parking. You don't even have to worry about it. Okay, and now we're going to go to the last page that we'll be visiting. There are other pages, of course, but I just invite you to check out the rest of the website. We didn't have time, but for today, we're going to go to the calendar of events page. It's called Let's Go. And let's scroll down to August 12th. Ooh, the grocery giveaway starts in 1 minute. So we're talking about, in fact, let me refresh the page. I'm going to make sure I have the very latest. Okay, there we go. It refreshed. Sometimes I have to do that because um, sometimes the old version, when you're refreshing, when you're working on a document, you have to constantly publish and refresh to make sure you get the latest. So, yes, the grocery giveaway. New Visions of Africa restaurant. They're right next door to W.D. Hill Recreation Center. They're at 1306 Fayetteville Street. The grocery giveaway starts now and will go while supplies last. So they give away a lot of food. I think the street is clear. So I think you can turn off of Fayetteville Street and park in the W.D. Hill parking lot. Pretty sure you can do that. So this is again while food supplies last. They will ask you how big your family is and how many kids you have, just to make sure that they give you enough food. So it's going on right now at 1306 Fayetteville Street. Have a rollaway cart? Take that if you have one. They're served by the Go Durham 5 and the 5K bus. And then from 3 until 6, New Visions of Africa restaurant will be giving away free meals to people who are in need. Now, if you like to, this is a good day to run. So the Glass Jog Run Club, they will meet and run from 6 until 9. So they will meet at the Parkwood Ballpark, 5200 Revere Road. So you can choose either to run, take part in the 2 mile walk, or you can take part in the 5K jog and run. It's a free event, by the way. So strollers and well behaved dogs are welcome, and you can walk or run at your own pace. So, like I said, it starts at the Parkwood Ballpark, but it ends at the Glass Jug Beer Lab at 5410 Highway 55. So you can, go in and get a refreshment. If you don't drink, I'm sure they have drinks that aren't alcoholic, but if you don't want to go, of course, you're not, you don't have to go inside if you don't want to, but that is where the walk and run, where they end, 5410 Highway 55. Okay, now this is really important for middle school families. A plus test prep, they're hosting Preparing for High School Success, a session for middle school families. That's this evening from 6:30 until 7:30. This session will be at the Durham County Main Library in the auditorium. So this is going to be a big event. They want to help prepare the young students for high school. Sometimes Sometimes for some students, it's just an easy transition. For some students, it's a big difference. from the difference from middle school to high school can sometimes be quite daunting socially and academically. So, A plus test prep, what they do, they prepare students for all kinds of different tests. You know, the test for entering college, law school. They have study workshops, and they really want to help students get the most out of their academic careers, so to speak. So that's going to be today, 6:30 until 7:30. They would like for you to register. It is a free event, but again, it's going to be at the library. They just want to make sure that they know how many people are coming. So I have the link. So go ahead, click on that link and let them know that you are on your way this this evening. Um, Actually, Malachi, are you driving? Because I thought you didn't have a car. Um, I can pick you up because I think Chick-fil-A is over by your house. There's no Chick-fil-A's over here at all. I'm trying to think. Actually, the closest one is closer to you than me. So yeah, I'll pick you up at your house. Of course, I forgot your address. You'll have to let me know. We'll talk on the phone tomorrow, and then you can remind me what your address is. All righty. Somehow my page refreshed on its own. Let me scroll back down. Okay, so again, preparing for high school success, a session for middle school families, 6:30 until 7:30 at the Durham County Main Library. Okay, and you might want to bring something to write with and some paper. You might want to jot down some notes, or maybe if you have a tablet with a notes app, you might want to take some notes because I have a feeling they're going to have some really, really useful information. Also happening this evening, the Black and Brown Ballet class at the Hayti Heritage Center, 804 Old Faithful Street. That's on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood. So it's for beginning and intermediate dancers, at least age 12. So you start out with the bending and the stretching, and then you get into the traditional ballet technique. And this is from 6:30 until 8, and there is a $10 class fee. Now, the monthly pony ride starts at Major the Bull in CCB Plaza downtown, 201 Corcoran Street. So they meet at 6:30 and then it ends at Ponysaurus Brewing. So it's a free ride, bicycle ride, and it's from 5 to 8 miles. So if you want to get a nice workout, and it's going to be hot, but it's not going to be super hot. So this might be a really good day to dust off the bicycle and to get back out there. So they do proceed at a leisurely pace. It's not a race. So this might be a uh, really good time for you. Now it ends around 8:15, so you might not have to worry about having a light on your bike, unless, of course, it starts getting dark by the time because you might have a beverage or two. So if it's getting dark by the time you leave to go home, you do have to make sure that you have a light on your bike. You don't want to hit any potholes or anything like that. Now, the Tuesday Blues Jam, they meet at the Blue Note Grill. So if you are ready for some nice blues and you want to hop on stage and join them, you can definitely do that. It's a free event. And if you plan to hop on stage, sign up first and have at it. Now, if you play guitar or bass, don't worry about bringing an amp. They've got plenty of amps. You can play through one of their amps. So it says that you can sign up to a half hour before showtime. All righty. Now, tomorrow morning, the Durham County Sheriff's Office's Animal Services Division at 3005 Glen Road, they're having their rabies vaccination clinics. They have morning sessions and afternoon sessions. So you call, make your appointment, make sure that you have $10 exact change for each pet, and then you take them to get vaccinated for rabies. Rabies is, how can I put this? I think they have to put the pet down if they get rabies because I don't think there's a cure. That's why they want to make sure that pets are vaccinated. I think they're vaccinated. It's been so long since we've had dogs. I don't know if it's annual or every 2 years. I don't remember, but I do remember Pop taking Rex to get his rabies shots. But yeah, definitely look into that, because if you're bitten by a dog with rabies, I think they do definitely have to kill the dog for sure, and you have to get a whole bunch of shots, very painful shots. Also happening tomorrow morning, Bell Yeager, Free Will Baptist Church. They have a grocery giveaway tomorrow from 10 until noon. They're located at 128 East Cornwallis Road, and they do line up early. My page keeps refreshing. That is so weird. That's never happened before. I have to scroll back down again. It's so weird. But anyway, they do start lining up before 10. So the need is still out there. So if you need help, definitely head over there before 10 o'clock, and they start giving the groceries away at 10. Catholic Charities, they also give away food. They run the Durham Community Food Pantry on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 10 until 1. So you can head over there. Over there being 2020 Chapel Hill Road in the Lakewood Shopping Center. They do have people there who speak Spanish and French. So you speak to a social worker. I'm talking about the Durham Community Food Pantry now. And you can only go once a month, though. And so you talk to a social worker, let them know if you can't have pork, if you can't have dairy, and they'll substitute something. They also give away clothing and other items, so you might want to check that out as well. So that is from 10 until 1 tomorrow. All righty, and one more thing about tomorrow from noon until 2, you can go to Boxyard RTP, 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54 for their Here and There live concert series. Now, tomorrow they'll be featuring swing, New Orleans, and Latin jazz by Root Down Collective. That's a band that plays really great music. It's an outdoor venue, totally free. You don't have to worry about paying any money or anything like that. But if you get hungry, because you will see people enjoying some delicious food. So there are some restaurants right there. You'll be surrounded by restaurants. You can always make a purchase. You can get a late breakfast or early lunch right there, and that's going to be from 12 until 2 tomorrow. Now, it's time to check for the weather. Let me grab my iPhone here and let's see what's happening in the world of weather. Let's see. You know what? It's perfect right now. It is perfection. It is 81 degrees. It says it is cloudy and the sun just came out. Well, it's sunny on Cap Street, but it's 81 degrees right now, cloudy, with a high of 84. Now, looking ahead, there's a 45% chance of rain at 1. Probably not on Cap Street because the sun's out. Well, you never know. But Durham is becoming bigger by the minute. So somewhere in Durham, it might rain. So there's a 45% chance of rain at 1. And then 2 and 3. So it looks like it's going, so 2 at 2 o'clock, 35%. And then at 3 o'clock, 30%. And then it'll be cloudy the rest of the afternoon. I don't see it raining after that. And then tomorrow morning, it looks like it's going to rain. So tomorrow, the high will also be 84, 75% chance of rain. And if it does rain tomorrow, it looks like it's going to rain in the morning. So you might want to break out your umbrella or your rain jacket. You keep you dry. And that is pretty much it for today's show. So, Malachi, thank you for the wonderful information. We'll be talking, since you're busy this afternoon, we will touch base tomorrow over the phone. And then Thursday, we'll be going to Chick-fil-A. There you go. All right, that's it for today's show. You have a beautiful afternoon, everybody watching. William, thank you for watching as well. And I want everybody to just have a beautiful day. And I'll see you tomorrow live at noon. Don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. And then, of course, Bull City Hangout at noon. Ciao for now.